Welcome back to Historic Investments. Here we are at the Ohio Gun Collectors Association, November 2021, and we've got a fascinating Stevens 620 trench gun. If you watch video games, if you watch World War II movies, you'll immediately recognize it. No, it's not a Winchester, it's a Stevens, but it's a great gun, and I'm very happy that we've got a trench gun and a U.S. World War II small arms expert. Bill Pearce, and Bill is pleased to tell you all about the kinds of things that you'll need to know before adding one to your collection.
Thank you, Dr. Antares, and I'm happy to be here at the OGCA November show. And yes, this is a Stevens 620, what I call a combat shotgun. The U.S. government procured some 33,000 Stevens firearms. One was a 520-30 and the other the 620. This 620, the government procured about 12,000 of these firearms. These firearms are commonly known as a trench gun. I call them combat shotguns. They were used primarily for guard duty, railroad, mail, and supply chain security. Here we have the Stevens 620 combat shotgun. The most outstanding item on a Stevens shotgun is that the bayonet lug was not blued, but it is a plum color. The heat shield is blued, the bayonet lug is plumbed. The shoulder strap clip is blued, the screws are blued. But this is the outstanding feature of any Stevens shotgun. As we come down the shotgun, on the right-hand side, the only military marking is the P and the flaming bomb, just in front of the receiver. The finish on the receiver and barrel is a rough finish. As we roll the gun over, you can see the other designations for the firearm, the 620 and the U.S. marking. This gun is a slam fire. You can actually hold the trigger down and just pump the action to continue to fire. In the finish, we should have a matte finish, then the stamping for the designation and the U.S. marking. These should not be flat. You should be able to feel that. Finally, talking about markings on the Stevens 620, there will be a U.S. mark on the trigger group in front of the trigger guard, and your serial number will be at the loading point, and the serial number will be matched by a serial number on the barrel group. Okay, and as we're talking about markings, on the Stevens hardwood, there is no proof marks, there are no cartouches. Also, as we talked about the plum bayonet lug, only the late model produced guns had a small S on the bayonet lug. The early ones did not. They were unmarked. There are no other proof marks. Okay, so our barrel markings should be just as you see here. The P is only at the end by the receiver with the flaming bomb. The address of the J. Stevens Company should be slightly raised. They were added, markings were added after the gun was finished.
Thank you once again for having joined us here. We're delighted to have people like Bill Pearce detail this Stevens 620 trench gun. And Bill, would you like to do a wrap?
Yep, and thank you very much for joining us. And if you ever need information, the best way for adding any type of military weapon to your collection is coming to OGCA, joining the organization. There's a wealth of knowledge here.
Really, there's nothing better than a hands-on. So with that in mind, good luck and good collecting.